internet. So today I thought we would do a full video dedicated to perfumes only. And recently I've enjoyed quite a few videos on various aspects of perfume. Some of them are collection videos, and then there's a perfume tag going around, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do today, so I decided I'm just gonna do both. So I'm just going to take you to where my perfumes live in my room, which you've already kind of seen if you've seen my room tour, but I haven't really talked about all of my regular full-size perfumes at all. I do have this weird little eccentric collection of miniature perfume bottles that I don't wear, that I have just for the purpose of collecting, but I'm not going to talk about those today. I'm just going to talk about the perfumes that I actually wear, which are in full-size bottles, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So I'm just going to answer all of the tag questions and go through those at first, and then after that I am going to go one by one and just talk about the perfumes a little bit. So number one, what is your favorite winter scent? My favorite winter and fall scent is this one, and I originally purchased it because it is named after me, or I am named after it, no one knows. I think it's a really neat bottle, actually. I really like the gold and the pink, and it is a very sort of dramatic scent. I think it really is meant to be a nighttime scent, but every fall without fail, because I have been yearning for a more perfumey smell by the end of summer. I want something that is very warm and musky. I reach for this. On a lazy day, I reach for, oh, this is a good question. This is sort of done vlog style. I haven't really thought about these before. I'm just sort of instinctively reaching for something. On a lazy day when I'm just hanging around, I would reach for something that is somewhere in between a perfume and a body spray. And this perfume by L'Occitane, which is a French sort of skincare brand that is widely available now. This green tea perfume is really, really nice because it has sort of green, fresh, leafy scent, but it has a little bit more complex notes than, you know, just a plain body spray. It's not too sweet. I do own several body splashes. There's a honeysuckle one from Bath & Body Works behind there, and another berry one, what's this one called? Dark Kiss, from Bath & Body Works. But to be honest, I like having those, and sometimes I'll throw one into my bag, but even on a lazy day, I would reach for something a little bit more perfumey, such as this, and I really love this one. I've repurchased it several times over the years because it's just so wearable. Number 3, what would you use when you are going on a date? Ooh, let's see. It depends what kind of date. I would definitely consider wearing Elle for a date with someone that I already knew, or that was gonna for sure be like a nighttime date or something like that. Question number 4, what is your high school signature scent? This one. I actually still have this because at my school we were not allowed to wear perfume, so I wore it very sparingly. You can see I only ever used half the bottle. But In Love Again by YSL had just come out when I was, I believe, in 10th grade or 11th grade, and I wore it on and off all the way to graduation, and it's one of those smells where if I uncap the bottle, like, it smells like high school to me, like literally exactly like high school and getting ready for high school in the morning. It's sort of a very sweet floral. I'm just smelling it, and I actually don't love it all that much anymore. I just think I wore it too much, but if you've never worn it before, it's actually a really, really nice perfume. Number 5, what is your current love? I'm not going to talk about this too much, but this is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. I did not think I would like it, but I obtained it from my mom. I talked about it in my February favorites. I've been wearing it nonstop for over a month now, so much so that I've used all of this up in just sort of one sitting or one period of time, and I absolutely love this perfume. It's become one of my all-time favorites. Excuse my slightly chipped nail now. I need to redo my nails soon. Yeah, so that is definitely my current love, and it is still ongoing until I finish the bottle, and then I may even consider repurchasing it right away because I like it that much. Number 6, what is your favorite summer scent? My favorite summer scents have changed over the years. You can see the Jo Malone ones. I wear those a lot during the summer, but recently in Hawaii, so it was summer there, even though it wasn't summer everywhere, in the month of December, I purchased this scent, and this is by Pucci. I absolutely love the bottle. I think it is gorgeous. I actually found it when I was doing some research on trying to find an unusual summer scent, and this is exactly what I was looking for, and I will definitely be reaching for it this summer. It's a really interesting scent. It smells like the ocean. It has a lot of oceanic undertones, and although it doesn't officially say that this is what it's meant to smell like, to me, it smells also a little bit like watermelon. So like eating a slice of watermelon by the ocean. Name a perfume you regret buying. Okay, this one is not a tough one for me. It's definitely this one. You can see it's barely used. It looks brand new. This is Vera Wang for Men. I'm not a man, and I didn't buy it for men. I bought it for myself. During a period where I was reading a lot of like Vogue magazine and like sort of older magazines several years ago when I was still in my teens, I decided I wanted to be a rebel, like a stylist, like one of the stylists whose interview I read, and she said that she wore Vera Wang for Men because she didn't want to smell like a normal woman. And I like the idea of wearing a man's perfume in theory, but in execution, I'm way too girly to really fall in love with a perfume like this. And then finally, number 8, what perfume is on your wish list? Another new perfume that I've been having sort of my beady little eye on for a while is YSL's Parisienne perfume. It came out about, I want to say 2 years ago now. I really like the bottle. It's by YSL. I like a lot of YSL perfumes. I think they execute their perfumes really well. And yeah, I really like it, and I've smelled it several times, so I feel like I've kind of gotten to know it a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I would like it, although it's hard to be sure that it's gonna be, you know, like a favorite before I buy it. And so recently I've been thinking that I'm finally gonna crack and purchase it. The only reason I haven't bought it so far is because it's quite pricey. All high-end perfumes are expensive, but every time I look at that one, I feel like it's especially expensive. I don't really know why. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, okay, so quickly, I'm just going to go through all of my perfumes so you can know what they are and just generally what I think of them. So here's Coco Mademoiselle. You guys have already seen that. I can take that off. Then we have YSL's Elle. You guys know, love it. It's an all-time favorite, but not wearable year-round. Here's one that I haven't talked about. This is Hermès, and it is called Eau de Merveille. Eau de Merveille. And it's a nice one. It's exceedingly expensive because, well, what can I say, you guys? It's by Hermès. But it smells very citrusy, which is interesting for a very high-end perfume and quite rare. I do like it. It has notes of orange and grapefruit, and it's very fresh, but it still has a perfumey smell. Like, it doesn't smell like a body spray or anything like that. It smells very high-end, if that makes any sense at all. And you can see I really like it. Then you can see I have 3 Jo Malone perfumes. I always buy these when I'm traveling, just because I like the way the bottles look and the idea of the brand. Realistically, they don't hold well on my skin at all, so I only ever really wear them when I'm kind of around the house, so even on a lazier day than a lazy day, because I know that in a few hours it's all going to be gone, and I hate the way this one has actually lost kind of its color. It's not really that old, so it shouldn't have done that, but it's turned kind of orange where it used to be like a pale yellow like this one. But I have the lime basil and mandarin and the orange blossom. The orange blossom is definitely my favorite of the two. This is a recent purchase that I haven't experimented with too much. It's the Pacifica Mexican Cocoa perfume that is meant to smell like a sophisticated chocolate. I really like the idea of that because I love dark chocolate. I haven't worn it too much. My experience with it so far is that it doesn't sort of stay smelling as much like cocoa as I would like it to. The cocoa smell tends to kind of evaporate and leave behind just a slight musk, but I'll maybe talk about it more when I've tried it a bit more. This is Cinema. This is another scent that I wore in high school. but not as much as the In Love Again scent, even though more of it is gone, which is kind of strange. I don't know if maybe it's evaporated over the years. It's a little bit old almost. It's very perfumey. Then there's Daisy. This is definitely one of my most worn perfumes. I always wear this when I'm in an office setting. And in case you're wondering, this bottle looks different than it usually does in people's videos. The reason for that is that it is actually the eau de parfum, you can see that underneath, instead of the eau de toilette. So it's a little bit more concentrated and, I was going to say pigmented, but it's a little bit stronger than the original Daisy, but it smells the same. Really nice, inoffensive, young-ish sort of perfume that is really good to wear for things like interviews, because it's not really sultry at all. There's something about it that is just very wearable. Then there is my Kim Kardashian. I've used quite a bit of this because I do reach for it during the summer. It's quite a nice light gardenia floral. Then this is actually a perfume from Lush, and I feel like nobody ever talks about them, maybe because they're relatively recent to Lush, but this particular one is Tuka Tuka, and I don't want to profess my love to it too much because apparently it's actually getting discontinued within the next little while. But it's a really interesting violet-based musky perfume, and I would have answered this for a date perfume maybe, except that I kind of think you shouldn't wear anything too strong on a date, and this is definitely exceedingly potent. Don't be fooled by the little bottle. And then finally I have Narciso Rodriguez for her, and this perfume is an example of my fickleness for perfume, because when I smell it now I still really like it, but for some reason I very rarely wear it. It is actually very similar to Elle's perfume. It sounds so weird saying that. These two are actually very similar. They're both sort of musky florals and very sensual scents, but Narciso Rodriguez is a little bit sweeter and a little bit less unique, if that makes any sense at all. It's been around for a little while. This bottle is still pretty full because I always reach for Elle over this one. I honestly can't tell you why. It's just kind of a personal preference. I just like this one better than the Narciso perfume, but maybe now that I've kind of talked about it, I will wear it a little bit more, but there's something about it that's always been a little bit of an outcast in my perfume collection for some reason. So yeah, I guess now that we are done, I will let you guys go because of course this video has gotten long, and put all of my perfumes back where they belong, and I will let you guys know when I finally purchase my next perfume. If you have any suggestions as to a perfume that you think I might like or that you are currently loving, then please leave it in the comments below, because like I said, perfume shopping is imminent and I would absolutely love to hear your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!